This movie shows us the story of Solomon Vandy, a poor fisherman who lives with his small family. His family includes his wife, 2 younger children, and 1 elder son. Because Solomon is poor and uneducated, he could not give proper education to his children. One day, Solomon takes his elder son outside and tells him, "I never studied, but I want you to become a doctor." While they are talking, rebels from another tribe suddenly arrive and start attacking the villagers. Solomon and his son run back to their house. He quickly wakes up his wife and children and tells them that they must escape immediately. Solomon breaks the wall of his house from the back and tries to flee, but he is caught by the rebels. Not only Solomon, but the entire village is captured and turned into slaves. The rebels are heavily armed. They force villagers to vote for them and threaten them not to support the government. Their leader brutally cuts off villagers' hands and declares, "We will rule you. We are your government." When Solomon's turn comes, his hand is not cut. Instead, he is taken to a river where raw diamonds are found. The rebels force villagers to mine these diamonds. They sell the diamonds and use the money to buy weapons, exploiting the villagers' hard labor. At the same time, a meeting of powerful businessmen is shown. They secretly discuss diamond trading. They reveal that only 3% of the diamonds are real, while the rest are used for illegal trading. Back at the river, the rebel leader shouts that anyone who tries to steal a diamond will be killed instantly. The villagers work in fear. One worker finds a diamond and hides it in his mouth, but the leader notices and shoots him as punishment. This terrifies the other workers. The rebels may appear wild, but they are actually very clever. They are organized and use diamonds to strengthen their army. Soon, a helicopter lands, and Danny Archer, a diamond smuggler, arrives. The rebels point guns at the helicopter, forcing the pilot to flee. Danny meets Captain Poison, the rebel leader, and takes diamonds from him. Poison reminds Danny to deliver weapons in return, and Danny agrees. Danny hides the diamonds using goats to escape, but the police catch him and recover the diamonds. Danny is arrested and sent to prison. Meanwhile, Solomon continues working at the diamond mine. He finds a very large diamond and hides it under his foot. Suddenly, the water pump breaks, distracting everyone. Solomon asks permission to go to the bathroom. He is searched, but nothing is found because the diamond is hidden under his foot. Before he can escape, another military force attacks the camp, killing the rebel commander. Solomon manages to escape. Government soldiers arrive and arrest everyone, including Solomon, even though he has done nothing wrong. He is sent to prison. In prison, Solomon sees a wounded commander he thought was dead. The commander accuses Solomon of hiding the diamond and threatens him. Solomon becomes furious and removes his clothes, demanding they search him. He cries out that they have already taken his family. Danny hears all this from inside the prison. After some time, Danny is released. He tells his friend about a man in prison who knows about a large diamond. Lacking money, Danny sells a small diamond hidden in his fake tooth and secures Solomon's release. Not out of sympathy, but to learn about the big diamond. Solomon avoids Danny and secretly moves to another city, living like a normal laborer to hide his identity. Meanwhile, the rebels capture Solomon's son and brainwash him into becoming a child soldier, using drugs and violent training. One day, Solomon checks a refugee list, hoping to find his family's names, but finds none. He becomes deeply distressed. Danny finds Solomon and pressures him again. Solomon refuses, knowing Danny only wants the diamond. Danny convinces him by saying the diamond can help reunite him with his family. Suddenly, rebels attack the city, kidnapping civilians. Solomon and Danny escape and reach a government refugee camp, where they meet a journalist investigating blood diamonds. Solomon agrees to reveal the diamond's location only if his family is reunited. The journalist takes them by helicopter to the refugee camp, where Solomon finds his wife. She tells him their elder son has been taken by the rebels. Solomon breaks down in anger and grief. Security removes him because his name is not on the refugee list. While leaving, Solomon agrees to guide Danny to the diamond in exchange for saving his son. They disguise themselves as journalists and travel in a press van. Rebels attack, killing several reporters. Danny drives through the forest to escape. They meet local villagers who stop them, but the journalist communicates peacefully in their language. They later meet a doctor caring for orphaned children. Solomon's son is not there, but the doctor agrees to help them search. On the way, they are suddenly stopped by a group of teenage rebel soldiers. These boys are barely old enough to understand what they are doing, yet they are armed and dangerous. Before anyone can react properly, the rebels open fire, and the doctor who had promised to help them is killed on the spot. Here, Danny meets a former associate, a colonel he once worked with in the past. The colonel offers Danny a chance to join the army and fight against the rebels. However, Danny refuses. After everything he has seen, he no longer wants to be part of any system built on violence and exploitation. Meanwhile, the journalist realizes her role is now different. She leaves with strong evidence about the illegal diamond trade, proof that connects blood diamonds, child soldiers, and international greed. Her mission now is to expose the truth to the world. As night falls, Solomon and Danny quietly sneak into the rebel camp. Darkness surrounds them, and danger lurks everywhere. While moving carefully, Solomon suddenly sees a familiar face. It is his son. For a brief moment, hope fills his heart. But that hope quickly turns into pain when he realizes his son cannot recognize him anymore. His mind has been completely destroyed by brainwashing and violence. Before Solomon can reach him, the rebels capture him. They drag him in front of their commander and threaten him in the cruelest way possible. They put a gun to his son's head and tell Solomon that if he does not reveal the diamond's location, his son will be killed right there. Solomon is completely broken. He is forced to choose between the diamond and his child. Watching all this from a distance, Danny understands there is no more time left. He secretly contacts the military and gives them the rebel camp's location. Soon, a massive attack begins. Gunfire erupts everywhere. In the chaos, Danny rushes forward, risking his own life. He rescues Solomon's son and fights back fiercely. Eventually, the rebels are defeated, and their control finally comes to an end. As they try to escape, Solomon stops and speaks to his son. He gently reminds him of his mother's name, his childhood, and the love they once shared. Slowly, memories return. The boy's hands begin to shake, his eyes fill with tears, and finally, he breaks down. He recognizes Solomon as his father and embraces him tightly. It is one of the most emotional moments of the film. But the danger is not over yet. Danny has been badly wounded during the fight and has lost a lot of blood. He can barely stand. Knowing he cannot continue, Danny takes out the diamond and places it in Solomon's hand. He looks at him and says quietly, "This is your son's future. You told me you wanted him to be a doctor." Danny stays behind, buying them time. He fights until his last breath and dies heroically, finally doing something selfless after a life of greed and survival. Solomon and his son escape by helicopter. As they fly away, Danny makes one final call to the journalist, asking her to tell the world Solomon's story, the story of a father, a son, and the true cost of diamonds. In the final scene, Solomon arrives in the city with his son. His courage and suffering make him a symbol of hope. At a press conference, as people applaud him, Solomon notices Danny's photograph. He pauses, remembering the man who sacrificed everything for him. The movie ends here. Thank you for watching.